Okay, well, my name is Franz, and I'm approaching 70 years of age. I've been making maple syrup all my life. Both of my grandfathers and my dad all made maple syrup, so we've been making maple syrup for well over 100 years now. We've been making syrup on our property here since the early 60s when we bought this woods. We have tapped up to 2,500 trees. At this time we're tapping 1,000, but we're buying sap from a lot of other people who tap the trees and bring us the sap. We don't know how many, but it's probably 3,000 or 4,000 additional taps. The most syrup we've ever made here was 1,700 gallons, so that's quite a bit of maple syrup. Maple syrup itself is a North American product. It is only made in North America. The maples in Europe or Asia do not produce the sugars. So it's a uniquely American product with a very unique and wonderful flavor. And we call it pure maple syrup because it is pure. We simply take the sap of the maple tree, boil it down, and it becomes maple syrup. There are no additives whatsoever. Natural, healthy food with wonderful flavor. We started out with what is called an open pan, which is just a flat pan out in the woods with a fire under it. And then around 35 years ago we bought a wood-fired evaporator, which was a 5x16 Vermont, and we used that for many years. But it had an awful appetite for wood, and I couldn't physically handle it anymore, so several years ago we went to an oil-fired evaporator, and it's a 4x12 with a piggyback on it. The piggyback utilizes the steam from the evaporator to heat a pan which is above it. That air is blowing through, so you get an artificial boil, and it adds about 65% efficiency to the unit. Our unit now is automated. we have automatic controls that pump the sap up, drop it into the unit, and electronic takeoff. So that we're at the Franz sugar bush, located at Athens, Wisconsin, which is in central Wisconsin. We market our syrup through supermarkets, primarily in the Wausau area. We have a few other, like Co-op in Stevens Point, and some stores as far as Eagle River that handle our product. Yeah, we also sell maple supplies. We sell it directly to people, and we also have around 8 or 10 hardware stores that we distribute supplies through. And often these hardware stores, which are also located in central and northern Wisconsin, often handle our maple syrup during the maple season. Maple syrup is a natural product. It can be used for cooking in any way that you'd use other sugars. It's a natural sugar that is more healthy than the syrup that you purchase in the store, and especially like the high fructose sugar that's often used in beverages.
This is the maple syrup pan. The sap comes in here and it keeps going through until it comes in the finishing pan. In the finishing pan, you can tell that it's served by this probe. When this probe shows you that it's syrup, it'll take your reading up there. When these two levers read together, then it comes out as sap. Okay, this vat holds 300 gallons of syrup already done. It's 300 gallons, okay. This vat over here is 400 gallons of syrup. So together, that'd be 700 gallons of syrup. If we have too much, then we start filling this one up. And that, I don't know how much that one holds, it's pretty big. So I don't know how much that holds. This is our bottling room, okay? We bring the syrup and put it in here. This is a finishing pan. When that comes to a boil, just to a boil, then it goes through the pressure filter. It goes through the pressure filter, and then it goes into this pan here, which we keep heated by that. Okay, once this is full, then it goes into the bottling machine. And you have to watch the dials, and you have to make sure it's filled so you don't burn the pan when you're bottling. This is a 2-spigot bottler, about 2. A finished project. This is syrup, and we bottle it to take to stores in Wausau. This is very light syrup, which you get at the beginning of the season during maple syrup time. This is a pint. This holds a pint. Okay. This one here is the smallest that we fill, and this is a half pint. This is what we use for bottling. We fill all these boxes up.
Then you can't get the cap off. Like that, it's about 2-3. A little better than 2. It still gets in. Yeah. It still happens. My wife Teresa, who's a partner in our maple syruping operations, she does most of the actual boiling and operates the evaporator. And she does a lot of the bottling and the labeling of our product. We're pretty much a mom and pop operation, and we do as much of the work ourselves as we can. We also do manufacture sap sack holders, which is a device to capture the sap as it drips from the tree. So we do make the sap sack holders. Pardon?
And we do use the bag.
We use all bags.
Clear bags.
Clear bags in our operation because it makes for the best quality syrup when you capture it in a plastic bag. The sunlight, the sunlight coming through kills the bacteria that grow in the sap, so it stays fresher longer. Supposed to smile.
I think I was smiling.
So, thank you for visiting our sugar bush, and appreciate all the help you gave us too.
We're not supposed to wave, are we?
Okay. Thank you for.